Christina Pravanis, and I'm one of the two poets in the class. I took a long time to figure out what exactly of poetry I wanted to do, but I've always been a performer, and I've always really liked reading my work aloud, so I really concentrated on writing words on the page in order to have people read it the way that I would say it out loud. But I have 4 things here, but if we're running kind of close on time, I might not read the 4th one because it's short. Okay, you ready? Okay.
See? Feels so much better.
I know. Okay, so this first poem is called For the Youth. The following is for the girls waiting to be women, to those who have never loved, to the young and innocent. The following is to help those who seek it, for those about to explore a new chapter of adolescence. In the ideal world, he cannot do without you. Shedding his skin and exposing his most inner self, he will always be more vulnerable to pain than you. His heart pumps, and each bold beat is only for you. Every action, thought, word that a man performs is with you in mind. I love you the most is most always true and will never change. You will never have to doubt who he is becoming. Fights happen, but they only test the bond between you and show how concrete his emotions are. Pain is common in relationships, but should it be? More often than not, a woman is left with a heart torn out on the floor. As it is still barely beating, it murmurs, I love you the most, as it tries to live outside of the shattered body. In the ideal world, he'll never leave you for another. He will never lose hope. He will always try. He will help you in your most dire times of need. A man who will always be there to pick you up from falling, as you have fallen many times before. I can tell you from experience that if you were to find a man who adores you, adore him in all the ways that you can adore a man. Do not adore a man who does not adore you. Do not let a man swallow you entirely and deceive you or toy with your fragile feelings. You, nor anyone else, is deserving of that. Do not invest in a man that you do not want to grow to love. In the ideal world, it is much easier to keep someone around than it is to lose someone. You would find someone and that would be it. And if it were to end, feelings most always would be mutual. No one would be upset, no one would fight, no hearts would be left bleeding in the pits of stomachs. Only the foundation of your friendship shall remain, never to be brutally shattered. It will continue on as it did before, as if intimacy and love never occurred. But as we settle back into reality, none of these words are true. They are only idealistic visions of which I can only long for to be actual truth. So with a word of caution, be who you've always known yourself to be. Never alter that. You are always good enough. Rejections are always painful. Be happy with yourself in order to be happy with another. And always put yourself first. So that's the first one. Get the snaps going, all right. So yeah, that's I kind of more wrote that as like a motherly kind of thing, just to warn the young children about the cruelty of the love. Okay, so this next one, I don't have a title. I'm very bad at titling my poems, but it's about anxiety. Coming or going, staying or leaving, if only I could get the answer right. Take off your coat and shoes, you're staying a while. Hands on knees, toes curled, why must I open my mouth in order to speak? If people could read minds, they'd cast me from their circle. They'd avoid me at all costs. They'd call me crazy. Under pressure, locked and loaded, everyone is staring, or it only feels like they are. Pupils all dilated, staring straight at me. I am caught in the crossfire. I am under the black light. They are scanning every inch of me, making assumptions, judgments, questioning who I am, where I've been, where I'm going. Walking through crowded streets, I wonder who is picking me out of the crowd. Who is seeing me across the street fix my bangs back into place? Who is in their car, observing me heave my heavy bag on my back and another over shoulder? Who looks and pities me, thinks I'm attractive or unattractive? Who looks and wonders who I am and wants to know or help me? Strangers could be our closest friends, but we see them all as our darkest enemies. Society doesn't give them a chance, so why should I? What makes them different from anyone else? Will they hurt or follow me? Will they turn out to be all right? I wait here, teeth clenched, sitting on my hands. My palms are sweating. My jeans are digging into the tops of them. My ring is making a temporary mark on my finger. I want to leave. I don't want to take off my shoes or jacket. I want to be prepared. I want to be ready. Don't lock me in here. Don't make me talk. I've tried, but my tongue twists and no words form. I lack saliva. I lack a thought. I observe nothing. My thoughts are, how can I escape my mind? How can I break free from these feelings? This isn't how I work or function or process life. Depression tightens its grip each time I wake, leave the house, sit in a room with people where I feel alone. When I walk by myself and strangers tell me to smile, when all I can do is raise a middle finger in rebellion. It tightens its grip when I fall or make mistakes, when he doesn't speak to me, when she doesn't understand, when no one reaches out. Staying or going, leaving or coming, get out of my head.
Yeah.
And the second one. Okay. How are we doing on time? You okay? Okay, cool. This third one, I had like a big struggle of like writing about the same person all semester, and everyone was just like, just go for it. So this is like one of the shorter ones that I wrote about them because I didn't want to plague you all with the 1,000-word poem that I wrote. So this one's very short. So okay. Dawn of the dead, rise of the mindless. Who am I really looking at? Eyes that once pulled me in, only now blankly stare into mine. The emotionless human being takes on a whole new meaning. As I'm sitting less than 2 feet across from you, I'm making a plan without moving my lips. Thoughts are constantly racing when you're around. I sketch in the moments of silence. When I speak, you almost seem lost. Do I know you? Do you really know me? After an unsatisfying meal, we drive to the center of Old Town where we first met. I tell you how surprised I am you asked me to lunch. You say it was nothing, and it was nice to do so. You mention your girlfriend. I still don't know why you're with her. She wants you to fix us. God knows why. Can I really believe that? Can I believe you? Our matching Converse bash the brick. You take out your pack. Without even asking, you give me one. This is a habit we started together. As we walk and puff, we speak shaky sentences and empty words. I say what's on my mind, and you always just tell me what I want to hear, regardless of what truth it really may hold. I've spent a lot of time thinking about the truth, whether you tell it or not, what you leave out, what you're really thinking. You've been one to lie, but I don't know if I'd call you a liar. Why does my mind like to sift through old conversations in my head? I'll never know. But I analyze important moments, conversations, and words, trying to figure out if it was true, trying to figure out if you still really feel that way and how the hell you've learned to suppress it so well. Years of practice, I guess. Forgot where we parked. I tell myself you know, but pretend not to in order to delay our parting. The trip into Old Town already said that. Radio, your MP3 player is dead. Doors slam, another cigarette, cheap talk, awkward pause, an excuse. I'm uncomfortable. Last hug for who knows how long. I quickly move inside. You're still calling out to me, trying to hold on to a conversation that's already over. Door shuts, sigh of relief. Over. Let's see that one. And then it kind of seems like it went through quicker than I thought, so I'm just going to read this last one for you guys. And this one's just kind of like more of an upbeat one to end on. Okay. A steady horizon sits upon a surface of blue. The sun is above my head. I straddle the board. My feet dangle below me. Waves rolling gently, rocking the board. The sounds of the water lapping up against the nose and sides brings on a new sense of calm. I close my eyes. I envision the perfect wave. The ocean is the one place where I feel one with the world and all of its wonders. I surf to be one with the water. I surf to release my inner spirit. Let the waves carry me into oblivion. Let the waves carry me onto the other side. Let the waves crash down on my darkness. Let the waves crash down on my pain. I will rise above the water and the world. I am as strong as the riptide current, but I stand as firmly as coral on the ocean's floor. Nothing can envelop me. Thank you.